Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another episode of Death Battle! This time, we have quite the anticipated matchup because pretty much everyone has suggested this one. Don't lie, you have. We got the Winter Soldier versus the Red Hood. As I should say with all my reaction videos, please click the link in the description below and go to watch the actual episode itself. Whether it be on the Rooster Teeth website or on YouTube, before watching mine or anyone else's reactions. Don't be a dick, support the official release. Okay, so how do I know these characters? I'm just gonna flat out say this, I'm not as familiar with Red Hood. Like, I know that he was Jason Todd, he was one of the Robins, but I heard this story a long time ago. The fans didn't like him all that much. And so DC put out like a poll or something. They were like, hey, do we keep him or do you want him gone? People voted that they wanted him gone, and they had Joker brutally beat him to death with a crowbar. And then blow him up for good measure. But then some stuff happened, and he was resurrected. And now he's the Red Hood, so he's like Batman, but he uses guns. And he's got like a red mask, and like... As for the Winter Soldier, I mostly know him from the MCU. Because I'm a fan of those movies, and I'm also just going to throw this out there. I want Bucky to win, purely because bias, but also, if I can just pull it out. Right, there's his signature. I got this when I met Sebastian Stan at a MCM London Comic Con. Very nice guy, actually. So, I guess you could say I'm a little bit biased. I just want Bucky to win just because he's the one I'm more familiar with. As for who I think will win, the general consensus I see is that Bucky wins. And I'm honestly not sure because Red Hood is another, like, Batman character, so he has, like, training from Batman. He's highly skilled in many, many areas, like, prepared for so many situations, super smart, all that general nonsense that you get from being around Batman. Though I have heard some ridiculous stuff for Bucky, and a lot of it does stem from his metal arm, and as for how tough that thing is, I honestly don't know if Red Hood can break it. Mostly because, now, I've heard this in multiple places, its width, it wasn't even scratched by Black Panther's claws, which, by the way, and if you remember from Black Panther vs. Batman, those things are anti-metal, so they break down any metal, including stuff like adamantium, and yeah, they can get through basically anything. Bucky's arm wasn't even scratched. So I got no clue what that thing's made of, but it's gonna be super tough. And I know Jason has something that could maybe do it. A little something called the All Blades, I think they are. And I've heard from places that can, like, cut Deathstroke's armor. And if I can't remember what that armor's made of. I think it's, like, nth metal. So it's another one of those, like, alloys that are stronger and lighter than titanium, just like vibranium and all that good stuff. But I'll make a final decision after the analysis. I'll see what comes of this. And I really, 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 really want to see the rest of this fight, because it's another live action fight from Ismahawk. From what I've seen of it, it looks really, really good. I saw the preview on the Death Battle RTX at Home panel, which also means I know what the next time is. So, yeah. And I keep forgetting to plug my headphones in right at the start. Okay, so with that being said, I'll make a final decision after the analysis. So, I'm shut the fuck up and hit play. Do.
Sidekicks. Every good superhero or world-conquering scientist needs one, right, Boomstick?
World-conquering
That's
scientist.
right. Hey, I think we all know which one of us is the real sidekick here.
Such as the Winter Soldier, Marvel's brainwashed assassin.
And
Whoa, go Bucky!
DC's resurrected Robin turned vigilante. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win a death battle.
World War II. As strange as it is to name a war a sequel like some sort of movie, it was a time of turmoil across the globe. The brave and patriotic did their part, including one James Buchanan Barnes, known by his friends as Bucky.
As a young lad, Bucky ripped open a standard superhero booster pack to find classic cards like Dead Parents and Justice.
And that combo served him well in the
Oh, that's brilliant.
He joined at the age of 15.
I love how they did that.
Special assignments and training with British commandos.
Not long after that, he became friends with his own personal hero and the country's favorite Boy Scout, Captain America.
Huh.
Bucky
So it
was
is
initially
different in the
unaware of
movies.
the captain's secret identity until one night he walked in on Steve Rogers changing into his costume.
Because in the movies, they're like
That's
childhood
one way to
friends.
get to know a guy. Luckily, Cap had a lot of faith in Bucky and asked him to become his partner in crime, or hero work. They fought side by side, kicking Nazi ass throughout the rest of the war.
Until he
The
fell
duo
off a
seemed
train.
to be unstoppable until one fateful mission when they leapt after a plane to catch Nazi scientist Baron Zemo.
Fortunately for Bucky, he was able to grab
Holy shit, is it different?
fell into the ocean to nab his
Also,
last diving
at least it
badge.
rhymes.
Get it? Because he's a
Plane,
Boy Scout.
train.
Unfortunately for Bucky, the plane was booby-trapped and exploded. It appeared as though the captain's loyal sidekick had been killed.
But the ones we love in comic books never truly leave us.
Sometime
Except
after
Uncle
the
Ben.
war, a Russian submarine discovered Bucky's body preserved in the icy waters of the
You know it's
English
true.
Channel.
They decided to scoop him up and experiment on him. Because why not? Who could pass up a free body you found? Even if it was missing an arm.
Bucky's training and experience made him the perfect candidate as the ultimate assassin. And after they revived and brainwashed him, they outfitted him with a shiny new bionic arm.
Turning Bucky
Which I've
into
heard
the Winter
is even
Soldier.
more absurd in the comics.
Along
I
with
love
the
that
super
shot in the
soldier,
movie so
Winter
much.
Soldier sported a sundry of skills throughout his career that made him a killing machine. For starters, he was injected with the Infinity Formula.
Which permanently increased his physical ability to an enhanced state.
This made him quite the formidable foe, even for Captain America.
Yeah, it gives him
a
some
foe
healing.
Who seemingly abandoned the values the duo
Slower
previously
than-
shared.
These two have fought plenty of times, and Bucky's been able to hold his own against his former partner.
His advanced strength and speed, coupled
Nice,
with his
so they're
knowledge
gonna
of
scale
various
him to
fighting
Cap.
styles, make for a lethal combination. He's skilled in everything from hand-to-hand close-quarters combat to an impressive arsenal of ranged weaponry.
Just guns,
Oh, yeah.
guns, and
He's
more
got a ton of
guns.
Sweet guns that are outfitted with some nifty palm print sensors, so only he can shoot them.
If
Oh!
anyone other than the Winter Soldier tries to use his firearms,
Oh!
destruct.
Oh, I wonder if that's gonna come into play.
Pretty much whatever comes in the welcome bag at Assassin Con.
Always a good time at ASCON.
But we can't forget his most iconic piece, the arm.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the coolest metal arm I've ever seen.
What about mine?
Wow.
Myself.
Come on, Wiz, look at that thing.
I'm
It's
sorry,
so
Wiz, but
cool.
Bucky's is way
It's got
cooler.
a flamethrower, a retractable blade. It can emit electric charges, and it's
Jesus.
so strong. Knives break on impact.
It's not about the
Fucking
size
hell.
of the arm, it's how you use it. Well, sure, it's strong, but it's not indestructible. It's been torn up by a vibranium sword.
Wait,
Oh,
I
okay,
thought
so
the arm
vibranium
was
has-
made of vibranium.
You're thinking of the movies. In the comics, Bucky did not receive a vibranium arm birthday present from T'Challa. Canonically, his arm is made up of strong but unspecified metals, likely a form of titanium alloy similar to the Iron Man suit.
Even without vibranium, it's tough to keep
Okay.
up with Bucky. He took a direct shot from Iron Man's repulsor blast, which was strong enough to tear through a helicopter moments later.
And
Jesus.
consider the heroes he's battled: Wolverine, Daredevil, Iron Man, and obviously Captain America.
It's a shame Bucky and Cap were at odds for so long. They should have just knocked him on the head real good. That's the scientific way to get people to remember who they are, right?
I mean, it worked on Hawkeye.
Use a cosmic cube to rewrite their memories. That's what Captain America did to save Bucky.
Who
Oh.
was so pissed off, he just straight up crushed the cube with his bare bionic hand.
While this brought
Jesus.
him back, Bucky wasn't the same man who went into those icy waters. His remorse for his crimes was tough to overcome, and he would always wonder if he's done enough good to finally redeem himself.
But
I mean, he became Captain America at one point.
Everything he learned from his hero, Steve. Bucky returned to fighting for justice, and even took up the shield himself for a while.
There it is.
Proving that, despite his sordid past, Bucky's persistence and resilience makes him a hero in his own right.
I love that scene. He just lifts him up. Oh, they didn't play the how much for the gun.
When you think
Tails!
of the word sidekick, who immediately comes to mind?
Tails is my boy.
You.
Love
It's
Tails.
No, Robin, the boy wonder, Batman's iconic crime-fighting partner.
Yeah, it's a close second. Too bad the Cape Crusader sidecar has been a revolving door of orphans and acrobats.
Not including alternate universes and what-if stories, Batman has taken 5 different Robins under his bat wing.
Jesus.
Some moved on to pursue a superhero career of their own. Others didn't turn out so lucky.
Enter Jason Todd.
Oof.
Poor kid was given the short end of the stick, and then the fans beat him to death.
Jason grew up on the streets of Gotham,
Oh, I feel
getting by
bad for
with
laughing at that.
until eventually running into the Batman himself.
It is true.
Why trying to steal the rims off the Batmobile? This kid's got some serious.
Why
balls.
would
I
you
mean,
do that?
Exactly. Look at the damn Batmobile and mistake it for someone else's car.
Bruce had recently split up with the first Robin, Dick Grayson, and was on the lookout for a new sidekick. Impressed by Jason's scrappiness and latent ability, he had the 12-year-old suit up. Yes, he really was 12.
Well,
That's
creepy child abducting.
questionable.
habits aside, Bats hoped he could live up to the last Robin. Too bad this was a literal dick measuring contest that Jason had no chance in.
Despite some moderate success, Jason wasn't exactly an extraordinary Robin. And the fans saw it too. In an unprecedented move, DC asked their readers to vote on whether or not Jason Todd would live or die.
Oof.
Yep, they voted to kill the shit out of that kid, Joker style. On an unrelated note, if you want to see Wiz die a horrible, gruesome death that will lead you some serious mental health issues, call 555-2337 or 555
No thanks.
beer.
Jason Todd was dead. Until Superboy
For
Prime
now.
punched a hole in the fabric of reality and accidentally brought him back. True story, don't ask.
And after a dip in a magic hot tub, the Lazarus Pit, Jason was back in top form. Take that, readers! Your contribution means nothing!
Resolve renewed, Jason donned a new identity inspired by his own killer, the Red Hood.
While the freaky death pit did bring him back stronger and faster, it turns out resurrection comes at a price. Jason was already a hothead, but Red Hood had a serious temper with violent outbursts. He wasn't alright in the noggin.
But he had a goal.
I can imagine.
Destroy Batman and show him his humane methods were unfit for saving Gotham City.
If Bats had actually killed the Joker way back when, he never would have killed Jason in the first place. For a raging psychopath, he's not exactly wrong. Where
yeah, that's
Batman
not wrong.
failed, Jason was up for the task. He pushed himself to become a killing machine. Even Bruce would have a tough
Didn't he
time
put-
keeping up with.
He put himself through
Even
the
training with
same
only
training
young
as Batman,
assassins
didn't he?
And the All Cast, a group of monk assassins.
So much ass stuff in this
Fuck's
episode.
sake.
In addition to Red Hood's wide array of skills, he also maintains a serious collection in his arsenal. Most obviously, his armored cowl. While it provides him with sturdy protection, the sensors within also allow him to scan his surrounding area, neutralizing any potential stealth threats. Plus, the hood can also
Oh yeah, I have heard he has
explode,
Bane's
so
like venom.
That's convenient.
Sounds like my new hangover recipe. On top of the red chrome dome, Jason packs
And there's
all
the
sorts of
Oblates.
knives, explosives, guns, and he even once summoned these weird magic swords called the All Blades to fight off supernatural threats.
But probably most important is his continual use of venom.
Wait. What's the symbiote doing here?
No, the venom drug. It's what Bane uses to get all, swole.
Wiz, have you ever been to the gym? Like, even once?
Dummy.
I'm here to carry your arbitrary burdens.
Venom is an addictive steroid
Oh
that
boy,
increases
what are you
strength
gonna
and
do to
stamina
him?
tenfold. A normal dose also affects the mind, dumbing it down and causing bouts of rage. But Jason's...
Superpowers, here I come! You can call me the Red Neck!
No, you're supposed to inject it.
What the fuck?
Oh, dummy, clean that up.
Using venom has
That
made Red Hood strong
face.
enough to fight off monsters twice his size, tear through alien tendrils, and even once break the grip of Supergirl.
He can hold up a
A
small part of a
motherfucking
collapsed
Kryptonian.
building, dodge bullets, and even once survived an all-caste ritual called the Cleansing, which no human has been able to do in over 1,000 years.
And while it was difficult to determine if this feat was due to Jason's worthiness or stubbornness, it's safe to say that either way, he's a tough guy.
Tough enough to punch through a submarine hull, or at least he carries enough explosives to blow a hole through it. Either way, I wouldn't want to go one-on-one with this guy.
Red Hood also has plenty of that bat-like stealth ability to match his brute strength.
He was able to sneak away from Supergirl. Even Bruce will be proud of that one.
Despite how Jason tried to kill him. But the Red Hood failed, and was left to re-examine his own personal code. He ultimately decided to be a hero again, albeit a very conflicted one.
He even teamed up with Bats and even worked alongside other Robins. He also leads a group of ragtag heroes called the Outlaws.
The roller coaster of Red Hood's crime-fighting career has, at best, landed himself in that anti-hero sweet spot, and at worst, made him a violent vigilante who takes the law into his own hands.
Those are the heads of all your lieutenants. That took me 2 hours. You
Damn.
want to see what I can get done in a whole evening?
Jesus. Okay. Okay, so they didn't bring up the withstanding Black Panther's claws thing, which is kind of concerning for Bucky. I'm really conflicted on this one. They also didn't bring up the All Blades, like, cutting through, like, any super tough metals or anything, so... let's see. Fuck balls. I honestly don't know who to go with. Shit. I kind of just want to say, I just kind of want to stick with Bucky just because of the general consensus from people being that he wins. But that effed me over with Sasuke versus Hiei. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with Bucky. I also just want to throw out that if I will actually love it if the exploding gun thing comes up in the fight, because I know Bucky does get disarmed, like near the beginning, like as in his gun gets knocked away, not his arm coming off. I've also heard it's quite a long fight, too, so... I don't know. Hey, you know what? Okay, no, Bucky should have way more experience than Jason as well. And with all the shit that his arm can do... Yeah, you know what? I'm sticking with Bucky. Play. Go, Bucky!
Bets are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Almost forgot to sync it. That would have been annoying.
Yo, Barbie.
Jason, it's me.
Huh.
What do you want, Bruce?
I haven't seen this.
Assassins from the League of Shadows were gunned down 2 miles from your current location.
Sounds like a party.
They were all shot with rounds from a modified M4. A gun I know is in your arsenal.
As much as I'd love to take credit for that one, it wasn't me.
Don't lie to me.
It wasn't me, Bruce.
Huh.
But you know what? You can count on me to crack the case. In fact, I believe there's a bit of evidence that demands my attention right now.
Jason.
Oh, they're taking quite a bit to set up the fight, aren't they? You know what? This and an achievement hunting video I was watching earlier kind of feel in the mood for some fast food now. Damn it. And I'm hungry. Oh, Bucky has arrived. Just gonna sneak away and grab the helmet. Ooh, that's an entrance. I love this music. It's so, like, Winter Soldier-esque. Oh, wow. Man, the preview that was shown, like, it was further ahead in the fight than I thought. Gonna look behind the bar and he's gonna be gone. He vanished. Ah, this is the part of the music I like. And... like a ninja. Alright, this is the preview I've seen. I love how he uses the hand to, like, block the bullets. That's cool. Oh, against anyone else, that would have worked.
Okay.
And here it comes. Oh, that arm looks so good! That was a cool shot. Man, I'm really liking this fight. Did they just swap knives? Jesus. Oof. Damn, dude. Oh, it's stuck in the arm. Is that gonna be like a EMP
My turn.
batarang or like an explosive? Well, so much for that thing was standing EMPs like I heard. Right, I'm sorry, EMPs. Come on, Bucky! Crowbar! Oh, they got Joker's voice taunting him! That's a nice touch! Oh, he's getting angry. Bucky, why haven't you pulled the thing out of your arm yet? Oh, about freaking time, dude.
Sorry, Bruce.
Oh boy. Bucky, you've got more of a fight on your hands. Jesus, the sound effects. Like the modification on the voice. Really? That's your reaction? Oh. Oh. Ah, come on, Bucky. Oh. You shouldn't have done that, Jason. Ah, that didn't do as much damage as I thought. Oh!
This is Agent Barnes. Target eliminated.
Is he dead, though?
Moving on.
Wait for the KO. Wait for the KO. Come on, KO. 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 Yes!
Oh, talk about a headache.
These two
Whew.
were evenly matched. They both had wells of experience, similar arsenals, and an unparalleled drive to win.
They even had almost identical speed and reactionary feats. And Jason definitely had better stealth skills.
However, Bucky Barnes earned the edge in almost every other way.
Like how Red
Oh, yeah?
had plenty of experience training with Batman and assassins, but Winty had decades of training on him with commandos, as the captain's sidekick,
There it is.
an emo assassin, and even as Captain America himself.
The Winter Soldier also had an edge in defense. His metal arm was able to shatter a knife on impact, but when Red Hood took a similar hit, his helmet cracked.
Red
Oh,
Hood didn't
okay.
have any way to stop that arm for good.
Wait, what about the...
Bucky's superhumanness. Sure, using Venom could even the playing field for a short time, but
Oh,
a great
okay.
power-up is nothing compared to a metal arm and the permanent infinity formula.
And don't take Jason breaking Supergirl's grip out of context. She wasn't expecting the Venom, and they weren't even fighting in the first place. It's interesting,
Oh.
but not nearly as noteworthy as it sounds.
Yeah, we know for a fact Venom is a 10-time strength booster. There's no way Red could match a
Oh,
Kryptonian
okay.
in a brawl.
Red Hood was a deadly combatant, but the Winter Soldier one-upped him with superior experience, survivability, and a consistent strength
That
advantage.
death is freaking
Looks like
brutal.
Bucky was the Winter.
The
Wow.
winner is the Winter Soldier.
Congrats, Bucky.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes.
I already know what this
and you can
is,
always
so...
pick up some TV merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
I will say, it's funny they mentioned Venom a lot.
Ragnarok?
Venom versus Krona. And you guys are just DC fanboys. All we ever do is put DC characters in your show and have them win. Oh wait, Red Hood just died. Well, poop. I've been waiting so long to do that. Oh boy. Yes. Okay. DC have had a big winning streak again, and I know people get annoyed about it. I'm sorry, but it's not Death Battle's fault. DC are absurd. Also, it's not like Globo lost last year. Just throwing that out there. Man, it reminds me so much of when Marvel were winning a whole bunch, like way back in the day. But yeah, that fight was freaking awesome. Oh my god. I knew exploding guns were coming to play. Like, it had to have. I love how it played into the death. That was awesome. I'll admit my bias for Bucky might be showing here. But, whatever, I'm happy with how the fight turned out. It was so freaking cool. And after the death, like, I just couldn't help but think, no, he's gonna get up, he's gonna get up, he's gonna get up, he's gonna get up. Because they lingered on that for so friggin' long. But it felt so Winter Soldier-esque. And, yeah, I just know the movies. So, yeah. And, yeah, that fight was so cool. Looking forward to the next time. Venom versus Krona. I don't know if Venom's chances are that good. From some stuff I've been hearing. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I would wrap up the video here, but there's something that I want to talk about and whatnot. So, for those not in the know, my friend Max A Few Trades, this was the last death battle that he was a head researcher for. Like, his contract wasn't renewed, so for now at least, this is his last one, and he's no longer like a part of the research team. So that sucks. But as far as I'm aware, at least the door is still open, so he could come back one day. And I hope that day comes. Maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. And I just want to say, like, huge applause to Max for everything that he's done on Death Battle. And I also want to just take this moment to ask all of you watching to put in the comments your favorite episode that Max worked on. Just episodes that he was a head researcher for. I'll leave an image right about here. Shout out to Probuscus for making this. And, well, it's not on here. My personal favorite is actually Ratchet and Clank versus Jak and Daxter. Because, for those who don't remember or haven't heard this story, Max put everything he could into the research of that episode. He worked absurdly hard on it. And he asked this for, like, a small favor from Nick. And it was just, can you include the liquid nitrogen gun? Because, like, it's his favorite weapon from all of Ratchet and Clank. Just in the sidebar. It didn't have to be talked about. It didn't have to be in the fight. Just in the sidebar was all he asked for. And when they were working on it and they figured out Ratchet and Clank were going to win, they decided to have the end kill be with a liquid nitrogen gun as a thank you to Max for all of his hard work. And I think that story is really amazing. And it's one of the reasons that episode stands out to me. I say one of because so way back in the day, I was a fan of Max's Death Battle reactions. In fact, it's what originally inspired me to do my own. I watched his, like, all the time when they came out. And when I watched his reaction to Bowser vs. Ganondorf, and he talked about how hard he worked on the following episode, which was Ratchet and Clank vs. Jak and Daxter, I mentioned it in my reaction to that episode. And Max left a comment under that episode. And I was like, holy shit. Max watched my video? What? And it was kind of mind-blowing for me. And then that eventually led to us talking more. him inviting me onto his Let's Play of Ruby Grim Eclipse, along with Riz Grestar and Coffee Gamer. So shout out to both of them. We eventually like bonded more over Ruby in particular. Talked about it as episodes came out, which is what led to our Ruby discussions, which will be coming back for Volume 8. And ultimately like led us to become like closer and closer friends. And it all started with Ratchet and Clank vs. Jak and Daxter, and it's one of the reasons why I like that episode a lot. So yeah, I just thought I would like share those couple stories as to why Ratchet and Clank vs. Jak and Daxter is my favorite episode that Max worked on. But let me know yours. Like, just any episode that Max was a head researcher for, put them down in the comments with some stuff as to why it was your favorite, maybe. And yeah. But anyway, like I said in my reaction to the fight, I'm quite hungry, so I'm gonna wrap this up and eat some food. So thanks for watching all of that stuff, and you know what? Because I'm doing all this stuff for Max in this video, screw the rotation cycle. Here's the Weiss outro. Bye.
Thank you for watching Your Only Mate. Tune in next time.